All right, for today's workout, we have an 8-minute AMRAP, as many reps as possible, of 10 plank toe touches, 10 banded bicep curls, 10 squat jumps, and 10 alternating V-ups. Go ahead and begin, starting with those 10 alternating toe touches from the plank position. You're starting in that plank, and then you're shifting your hips back so that you can touch your opposite foot, then returning to the plank position, and you're going to repeat that 10 times total. Each time making sure to come back to that neutral plank. Then you're going to grab your band. We're going to do 10 banded bicep curls. So you're going to grab each side, stepping on the bottom, standing up with nice tall posture. You're pulling that band up towards your shoulders and then back down with control, all the while maintaining good posture. Once you finish 10, you're going to set that to the side, and now we have 10 squat jumps. With these, you're going to try to jump as high as you can comfortably and focus on nice soft landing. As you get warmed up, and you can add height to your jumps, but for right now, it's about soft landing, good control. Once you hit 10, you're going to lie on your back. Now we have our final movement, which is the alternating V-ups. With these, we're prioritizing keeping our low back flat on the ground. You're going to raise your leg up, one leg up, reach up and touch it with your opposite hand, meeting it in the middle, right above your hips. Once you touch your toe, you're going to then lay back down, alternate, and repeat the same on the opposite side. 10 total reps. Then we're done with round one, and we're back to those plank toe touches to begin the next round. Again, you're starting with a nice plank, top of the push-up position, and then each rep we're shifting our hips back, touching our opposite foot, and then returning to that plank. 5 per side, 10 total. Next, we're grabbing that band, stepping in the band in the middle, grabbing one hand on each side, nice tall posture, bringing your hands up towards your shoulders, and nice control on the way back down. You can make it easier or harder depending on how much you grab the band or how much slack there is. Next is our 10 squat jumps. Now, as you should be getting warmed up, you can increase the height of those, still controlling our landing, but exploding on the way up. Once you get 10, we're going back to our back to those alternating V-ups. Prioritizing that low back contact on the floor. If you're struggling with that, bend your knee, and that's going to allow your low back to stay on the floor a little bit easier. And you're going to raise your leg up, meet it right above your hips or above your belt line with your opposite hand, and then extend back out, laying on the ground, arms above your head, making sure that low back's touching. Once we get to 10, we've finished another round, and now we're back to those plank toe touches. 10 of these, 5 each side. Thinking about keeping your core engaged, keeping your shoulders down and back during this plank. Each time resetting to that neutral position. Once we finish 10, we're going to grab that band, step in the middle, grab each side, stand up nice and tall, and begin those bicep curls. 10 reps, keeping your shoulders pulled back. Keeping your core engaged. Once we finish 10, set that to the side. and we have 10 squat jumps. Again, now we should feel pretty warmed up, so feel free to challenge yourself with the height of these, but still maintain controlled landing. Once we get 10, we're back to our back to those alternating V-ups. Continue to prioritize that low back contact on the floor. Again, if you're struggling with that, or if you need a little guidance, think about bending your knee first as you're lifting your leg up. That'll help to take a little bit of the stress off the low back, make it easier to keep that contact on the floor. Once you finish those 10, you're finished another round, and then we're back to those plank toe touches. Shoulders down and back, stomach and butt muscles engaged. Each time you shift your weight back, return to neutral. Thinking about nice, good stability all the way through your hips and shoulders. Once we finish those 10, grab your band, step in the middle of that band. Standing up nice and tall with one hand on each side and returning to those bicep curls. You can add a little bit of a supination or like a rotation up towards palms up, and that can, as you can see there, that gives you just a little bit more work of the bicep and can make it a little more challenging. After those 10, we're back to the squat jumps. Again, using your explosive power, you can throw those arms, help you get more out of this. Soft landing though, prioritize that landing. After we finish the 10, we are back to the ground, back to our back to those alternating V-ups where we're prioritizing low back on the ground. Each time you do your toe touch, reset to neutral. Make sure that low back's on the ground, and then continue to the next rep. Again, bending that knee first if you need to. Once we finish those, we are back to our plank for another round. Plank toe touch. Core engaged, butt engaged, shoulders down and back. Shifting our weight back to touch our opposite foot. And returning to that neutral plank. And that's it. Nice work. You are all done.